when it goes back to public safety, if you drive District 5, just drive through the Meadowbrook Hanley area, you see rundown buildings and stuff like that. You see, not the homeless, but you see people using drugs or selling drugs, or not that capacity, but we gotta keep our community safe no matter what. And just it's like I consider a lot of our stores in District 5. It's crazy. It's crazy. But crime rate, you don't have crime everywhere, but I think our crime rate is up, spiked up a little bit lately. We recently had a shooting over there off at Sandy Oaks Apartments, and that's not the first time that happened, a shooting over there with somebody dying. So I believe we gotta increase our public safety and increase our officers. I'm always support the police department no matter what, because at the end of the day, they don't keep our community safe. So if I'm elected, any type of funding come towards the police department, I'm always advocate for that no matter what. So public safety is number one. It's one of my big priorities for District 5 no matter what. Public safety is huge. It's huge, and I think that should be everybody's main priority, because District 5 is not like District 3, District 7, and the other district farther north. So I believe, or District 6 too. But I believe District 5 has a unique style to it, and I believe public safety will be one of my main priorities, is focus on our public safety in District 5 and really addressing the high crime areas in District 5.
Yeah, I noticed here recently the city council appropriated a bunch of money for the South Side Community Center. What about the East Side Community Center?
That's one of my biggest things. I'm really kind of get frustrated. Like when it comes to buying elections, or I believe District 5, I'll get overlooked. Even when they approve a proposal physical budget for the year, I never see nowhere in District 5 we get funding for our community centers. Like we got the Hanley Medical Center, and we got the Martin Luther King Community Center. And I don't believe none of the centers have been renovated in years.
No, I know.
In years and years. I don't know why. I don't know if there's a lot of red tape behind the scenes going on. I'm not for sure, but we never get our just due. We never get the funding, the proper funding for our community centers, and that plays a huge role in them two community centers plays a huge role in our area. So,
sure that is.
So I don't know why we don't get the proper funding. I just looked out the 2026 bond election coming up next year. I seen even the 2025 physical budget. I don't see no proper funding for the community centers. Currently, they have a thing called PAYGO financing. I heard a lot about, and it can go towards upgrading the community centers and upgrading city infrastructure. But I don't know how that
it's
goes.
It's called what? PAYGO?
PAYGO. They adopted it in 2023 in their physical budget. It's PAYGO financing. So I guess the city pays out cash, or has a separate budget to the side that go towards road maintenance and upgrading buildings. I don't know if we get. I'm not for sure District 5 getting internet funding. I'm not for sure. But that's just a short-term solution. But I know the rest of you go through the TIF and the bond election. But I looked at the 2026 bond election. I don't see nowhere on District 5 has any future renovations for our community centers. Nowhere. I don't see nowhere on the District 5 2026 bond election we got any funding going towards it. I don't know why. I don't know reason behind it, but I can't really tell you more about it. But I don't see nowhere in the 2026 bond election voting on any type of renovations for the two community centers.
Right. What schools are in the East Side, in District 5? High schools.
This Eastern Hills.
Eastern Hills.
And Dunbar.
Dunbar.
Eastern Hills, Dunbar.
Yeah. So I think one way that you can get more, you have to have more community support.
Community support, yeah.
I was just talking to Mary about that. I think city council members could have private citizens and have committees to. Your voice has got to be heard.
Yeah, that's one of my 3 priority community initiatives. I want to create a community task force, And on that community task force, hold meetings, monthly meetings, not just every month, every 3 months meeting, monthly meetings, and have people from different areas of the district be on that board and have a say so. So when it's time to go to city council, I want them to come down there and voice their opinion. When time to get something voted on in District 5, I really, really want to push that. And recently I was just on the Fort ID Community Task Force for facility planning. So that all the school closures and stuff like that was we all we did was make a recommendation to the school board. At the end of the day, it comes down to the school board making the closures. But I think only one school got closed down in District 5.
Right, I think only one.
They closed down SS Dilla, but Eastern Hills Elementary ended up getting closed down this year, at the end of this year. So them kids from Eastern Hills Elementary gonna go to West Hanley for the next 2-3 years, or go to I think it's Sagamore Hill. Then once Eastern Hills they're gonna rebuild Eastern Hills Elementary School, and once Eastern Hills, the new Eastern Hills Elementary School gonna be rebuilt, them kids from West Hanley gonna go back to the new Eastern Hills Elementary School. So that's the only school closure I know. I was on the Eastern Hills pyramid, and that's one of the recommendations the board came to us about, and that's the only school I know for sure is getting closed down. Now SS Dilla, I heard about SS Dilla, but I believe that's in the Poly pyramid. But I was in Eastern Hills pyramid as a community member and a parent, and that school getting closed down. Eastern Hills Elementary.
You have children and young children in schools.
Yeah, one go to Meadowbrook Middle School, and the other two go to Leadership Academy of John T. White. So that's
is that a charter school?
No, that's Fort ID. So Leadership Academy, they got a lot of Leadership Academy within Fort ID. But John T. White is one of the elementary schools. It's considered a Leadership Academy, and them schools never gonna be touched. I believe it's a lot of. I believe we lack community program in District 5. I don't know why. It's a lot of kids. Like, we got a lot of apartment areas in District 5, from Woodhaven to farther east, John T. White and East Chase. There's a lot of apartment areas over there. Most of them kids go to them schools over there, and they live in apartments. And I think we lack community programs. I don't know why it's that. I don't know one of the issues. I can't know why. I don't know why we lack community programs for the kids over there. That's why we see why kids get a lot of trouble, or see a lot of the violence spikes up in summertime, because the kids don't have nothing to do.
Right.
And I believe if we put more money towards the community centers and have different programs there, offer their programs there at the community centers, I believe the kids can have something to do this summertime, or just throughout the school year.
Well, doesn't Pals have a gym over there anywhere? You know what Pals is?
I'm kind of familiar with it.
It's run by the city, and it's a gymnasium, and they have programs. They have swimming, and they have.
So I'm glad East Side YMCA got reopened recently, so they're gonna help out tremendously too. With having kids something to do. Currently, I just back in July of last year, I got elected to be on the East Side YMCA advisory board. So I believe that with that center opening, I believe they're gonna do a lot of good for the community. But it's still not run by the city. But I believe have some form of community program for the youth in the area. I believe that really helps the youth out tremendously.
Yeah, they need. I'm just looking here to see if. I don't think they have one in your.
No, I don't believe it is.
They've got East Fort Worth Pal Boxing Club. Mm-hmm. That's on North Henderson. I'll check with some people, and I'll send you the information, because they need, just like I was talking to a year or two ago. There's a guy running for mayor of Forest Hill, and he said they don't have a grocery store.
It's just, I don't know why we lack the resources to District 5. I don't know why. I can't fault current city councilwoman, Mayor Pro Tem Gina Billings, but I believe that issue probably falls back years and years ago, not really investing in the district with community programs from previous council members. I don't know why, but we need to. I believe we need some form of community programs in District 5 for the youth. It helps out tremendously. They keep them out of trouble, I believe.
Sure it does.
Because you got kids in elementary, middle school, and high school. I think it's what they gonna do when they got to school. Most of them kids come from single parent households, so
Right.
so some form of community programs, and it got to be city funded. I believe City 4 got the money to fund more community programs in the area, and got to be really funded and backing behind the city, and it needs to be done ASAP. It's past due because we can't have no more youth killings in District 5 at all, or killings in general. But and you see why sometimes the crime rate spikes up, and most of the people who are getting killed are the youth.
So the last time I had you on, which was a couple of years ago, I guess, and you were talking about these convenience stores that you knew for a fact they were slinging dope out of, or out, not the convenience store, but the people outside.
Mm-hmm.
Is that stopped any, or is it still rampant? Or?
But you don't have it stopped somewhat, but you see it still go. People still loitering outside the store. So I believe they have you see the no loitering signs and the city ordinance for no loitering, but I believe that goes back to putting more police presence in the area, and I believe more police presence in the area that kind of eliminates the people sitting outside.
Sure.
And start holding them store owners accountable. Like, hey, don't have these people hanging outside. Don't hang them outside. If not, you gonna get fined by the city. And if we create some form of city proposal and hold or uplift the fines for loitering and hold the store owners accountable, that really would help out tremendously. So that goes back, and it falls back to the city, just holding the store owners accountable. And don't have when it comes to a zoning case and a convenience store trying to get put in the area, say no to it. Say no to it. We don't need no more convenience stores in the area.
Do they have those slot machines in those stores?
Yeah, I believe the city came up with agreement to a ordinance to eliminate gambling. I don't know if they enforce it or not. I'm not for sure. I don't know. But we still have the game rooms in the area, and that really hurts our community tremendously.
Sure it does. And I've seen them in convenience stores in the area.
Yeah, and it's so crazy. You see them a lot, not just in District 5. You see them a lot on the west side, in the Las Vegas Trail area. You see them on the south side. So it's that gotta change. We gotta start holding. We got as a city. You gotta start holding these store owners accountable. Hit them in the pocket. Start finding them. And I believe once we have some form of paper trail on them, you can go to as a city councilman, you can go to city attorney's office and file a nuisance order against them to get them shut down. So that's the only way. That's the only way. Some form of paper trail, holding them accountable and showing them that it's a paper trail of they getting fined for this, getting fined for that. And when you see crime rate spiking in the area and the crime rate, you see a lot of people hanging outside the stores. Just hold them accountable and find them and file a nuisance order against them through the city attorney's office and get the stores shut down. I've seen it happen in many other cities. The city files a nuisance order against them and they shut the store down completely. We don't need no more convenience stores in the area.
No. So there's currently 10 city council members and 1 mayor. Mm-hmm. How do you think that you'll be able to work with these other? How are you going to try to get something that you're trying to push for in your district when other people are pushing for more higher up communities, we'll say District 7 or 9 or
so my goal is if elected, I know how to work with them. I believe I can work with them. Yeah, they might represent since it's nonpartisan race, nonpartisan council, but you still got people who support Republicans, you got people who support Democrats. But you gotta learn to work together. You can't work together with them, you're not gonna get nothing accomplished, because when an agenda item comes up in your district, needs something done from funding or this and that, you want them to vote for you, vote for your item on your agenda item. That's why I believe you gotta work together. So if they need something done, they need a vote. You need 6 votes to pass anything at the city council meeting. You need 4 votes to get put any type of council proposal to put on the agenda item. You need 4 signatures to get put on the agenda item. We need 6 votes to pass anything. So You got sometimes you can sit there, you can say the term scratching their back, they scratch yours back. But when you need something done, you gotta learn to vote for them, vote for their thing, vote for their issues going on in their area, and you want them to vote vice versa. When the time agenda item get put on the city council meeting, you want them to vote for you too. You gotta learn to work together. You gotta work together. All the headbutting and disagreement you see, it's not called for. It's not called for. And I'm against it. I'm against it. Mike Moncrief told me one thing: you're gonna be either a rock or you're gonna fizzle out. So you gotta learn to stand on principles and learn to work together no matter what. Because you gonna have your disagreements. Everyone has their different mindset and ideas and stuff like that. But you learn how to work together. At the end of the day, you're doing it for the people of Fort Worth and the residents of your district too.
Well, you're very active in the community anyway. All of those members, they already know you.
Yeah,
you're down there all the time.
Yes, sir. All the time. I've been going. So, like you said, I've been going to city council meetings since the age of 14. But I started revisiting the city council meetings in 2017. So I've been going there faithfully since 2017, going to these work session meetings too. On top of that, in city council meetings, and I got a good relationship with Mike Moncrief. With Michael Crane. I know Maddie real good. Who else? Chris. I got a good communication. Chris Nettles too. So I know how to work well with them too. So if elected, I look forward to working with them and getting it's all at the end of the day, it's the bigger picture. You got to make sure you make the right decision for the city of Fort Worth and for the residents of Fort Worth. So you gotta learn to work together. You can't work together, you're not gonna get accomplished. Nothing's gonna get accomplished.
So when you're walking the streets, knocking doors and forums and stuff, what are the people telling you in your district? What are they looking for as far as change?
More engagement from our community, our city elected officials. They feel like and better communication. They feel like their voice is not being heard.
Sure.
They not being involved with decision making. And that's why you see not a lot of people come down to city council meetings. You see it not full a lot. So they feel like okay, and they feel like there's no transparency. But I believe if we as a councilman, you gotta learn and involve your people, have their best interests, and make sure their voice is being heard. Yeah, you're not gonna agree on everything, and you're gonna make decisions that it's not gonna be popular. But at the end of the day, you gotta make sure their voices are being heard. At the end of the day. They feel like their voice is not being heard, and I think we just lack engagement in the district. A lot of people I've been walking block walking, and they don't know city elections going on. They see the signs going on. I'm like, okay, we didn't know what's going on, and you see why there's a lot of low voter turnout in the city council meetings, city council elections, and they feel like they just lost trust in the city. Like why walk out vote and y'all not really hear my voice and make decisions based on my opinions and how we voicing our opinions to y'all guys. So they just lost faith in district. And in District 5, I know for sure they lost faith in District 5 because they like, okay, we don't care about it. They don't really affect us, but they really do affect us. Local government really affects your day-to-day lives more than your state government and your federal government. It really affects you.
So you know people in your community, and you know a housewife that could be a voice that other people will listen. And so I think you need to form committees of your own.
Community.
And so the city council will know that, hey, it's not just me, Kenneth, talking. Here's all of our people here. We want this done. Why is it happening north side and not happening in our district?
And like recently, you see the panhandle signs. Don't pan.
Oh yeah.
It's none in District 5 at all. It's none in District 5, and we have panhandlers. If you exit off 820 and Meadowbrook, 820 and John T. White, you see people like right up on the bridge. You see even on 30 and East Chase, you see the homeless right there, and they panhandling. And we don't have them signs up there. I hope we get them real soon. You see them all on Camp Bowie. And in other areas, District 4 and District 3 and stuff like that, 7. But I believe we need them signs, and it's tremendously we need it. And like going back to community engagement, if elected in May, I'm gonna form a community task force, and every voice from the area, every resident gonna have a voice in that area and have a say so. when it comes to decision making in District 5.
Yeah, we need more people involved.
Yeah.
Just like you say, people don't know there's an election going on. It's
See, election it's crazy. I've been block walking and phone banking. They be surprised they don't know election going on. They say we see the signs, we know what's going on. They care more about the midterm and the president election than anything. But see, election, I see the government plays a huge role in your day-to-day lives when it comes to funding in your district, comes to infrastructure,
anything,
public safety, all this stuff. It really your local government plays a huge role. Your city councilman representative plays a huge role in your day-to-day lives. So you least suspect you think it does, you think it doesn't, but it really does. It really, really does.
right. I talk to people that's, Larry, we don't talk politics. Politics is your future. I mean, you got to have a say so in your. Don't you want your children to have a better go at it than what you've got?
Yes, yeah. So it's crazy. I don't know how we get. I believe, like you said, we got to gain the trust back of the citizen system.
Sure.
And make sure they're more involved and they have a say so. And encourage them to come down to city council meetings and voice their opinion about concerns in that district.
But not to come down there and holler and call people. That gets nothing done.
That gets nothing done. You gotta learn how to put your ego to the side and your emotions aside and have work on a common goal and have common sense. Like, hey, this and this and this and this. We need this done in our area. We need this done. And you screaming don't get nothing done.
No.
Or just calling about things like that. You gotta learn, at the end of the day, you gotta learn how to be adult and have adult conversations. It might be uncomfortable, but you gotta learn how to have adult conversations and learn to work together. Because at the end of the day, you want your city councilman to make the best decisions for your area at the end of the day.
So, what people, you need money, you need callers, you need block walkers.
More often block walkers, because next week early voting starts on next Tuesday. So,
Tuesday, yeah.
So I'm most definitely need volunteers for poll greeting, and I'm still be block walking. I'm still be block walking next week, all next week, and the day before election. So donations, man, I'm in business on this, Larry. So donation is cool, but I've been using my own money to fund my own campaign. I did that when running for mayor. So yeah, you can always go to my website, Barnes for Mayor, Barnes for District5.com and donate. But I don't really donation. Really, I don't.
You need people on the phone and block walking.
Phone and block walking. That really helps. Today, officially today, my text messages, my campaign text messages we go out today. So you see people, any voter in District 5. Any registered voter in District 5 will get a text message from me, encouraging them to go out to vote and support me and stuff like that. But when it comes to campaign donations, I mean, you can donate $5, $10, $20. I'm not no big person on donations because
right.
At the end of the day, people, they are hardworking citizens, and
sure.
You don't want them spending their last dime on me on the campaign. I don't encourage it. I would love to get donations. You want to send a donation, I'm down for that. I'm cool with that, but my thing is go out and support me. Go learn more about me. Go to my website, Barnes for District5.com, and learn about me. My phone number, my personal phone number is on there. I'm getting a lot of calls from voters in the area. They surprised that that's my personal phone number. And calling them, telling them about the area, what's going on, these are my priorities for District 5 and stuff like that. And being in one-on-one when I'm block walking and different things like that.
So what is the very most thing that you would like to see happen when you're elected? I mean, really, there's got to be a couple of things that stand out.
Public safety. But my main goal is we got an aging infrastructure in District 5. The roads are terrible. The stop signs, barely stop signs. You don't see a lot of speed. All this stuff, the sidewalks, all this stuff. But capital infrastructure is my main goal. I'm gonna really, really focus on it because we can't bring no form of economic development or no future project to the area
if it's run down.
It's run down.
Yeah.
No potential developer is not gonna they're gonna see it like, oh. But if a developer trying to come to the area in the neighborhood associations area see like it's a busy street, they gonna go against it. So we got to upgrade our aging infrastructure in District 5. I drive District 5 on a daily basis. Going to the store, going to family members' houses and stuff like that. You see the aging infrastructure. It's run down. It's horrible. From Woodhaven to John T. White. They finally fixed John T. White. from Randall Mill to East Chase to Stop Six. You see the Meadowbrook, some parts of Meadowbrook, there's in Hanley, Eddyville, there's just fire. You see the aging infrastructure. It's horrible. We got to address that head on. That's one of my main day one priorities. Also, community initiatives. I believe we need some form of community initiatives, different community programs, city funded programs. So,
give me a for instance. What kind of program?
One of my goals is to create a after school program that's going to be city funded and going to be put into these apartment complexes, because District 5 has over 40 apartment complexes from Woodhaven to East Chase to John T. White and some parts of Meadowbrook too and Hanley. And I believe the kids need some form of after school program. It's city funded. You got to be city funded. I'm going to go to council, get the funding for it, and allocate the funds for it, and get it put in these apartment complexes. And if they have something to do when they parents, because most of their parents work from 9 to 5 or 10 to 6, so they're home by themselves. So and most of these are single families or single mothers and stuff like that. And I want to create an after school program. It's going to be for these apartment complexes and implementing these apartment complexes in District 5. So,
like what kind of,
just different programs, different after school programs, literature programs, cooking programs, and different things like that. Just give them some tools and give them something to do when they get out of school. So, because summer's coming up too. So now and currently, I think the city has a summer program called my kids went to called the summer rec program. It's funded. It's through the public Parks and Recs department. It's a summer rec program, and I want to put more funding towards that too. So just give the kids more something to do. Like we need the youth in our area need something to do, and keep them busy before they stay out of trouble and different things like that. So this and that's one of my goals with community initiatives. Just more community funded programs in the area. I don't care what it is, from trades to having more community job fairs and different things like that in the area. Just keep them engaged, because it's a desert. It's a community resource desert in District 5. We lack resources in District 5. They've been going on for years and years and years before our current mayor pro tem, and before that we were having lack of resources in the district, and that need to change. They got to change. We got to put more money behind our community resources and community programs. City got to be funded. Got to be funded by the city. We have the money, and I'm gonna always advocate for that and try to get allocate funding for that if elected, and just really focus on the area, get more resources to the area, because we lack that in District 5.
And did you grow up in that district?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you were actually.
I'm born on the south side, but I moved to the east side in 2001, and I've been over there from Meadowbrook to Woodhaven. I'm currently staying in the Woodhaven area, and I'm glad when they redistricted in 2022, Woodhaven became part of District 5. So that community has been suffering for years. So,
yeah.
So I'm glad that area was put in District 5, and
is that golf course? Is that country club still open?
So the guy, I forgot his name, William Northern. He bought that whole golf course area. I don't know what the plans are turning to something else. I know they'll have an issue. I know the community was outraged because they were trying to put some more apartment areas in there, and we don't need no more apartments in District 5. That took most of our land use in District 5 apartments. So we lack the green space in District 5, especially in Woodhaven. So no apartment. I'm against any affordable housing apartment complex. No, we don't need that in District 5. They're gonna bring more issues than what it is. But that whole golf course thing issue, the guy William Northern, I think he's Michael Crane's partner, I believe he is, with real estate. But he bought that whole land, and they trying to decide what they're gonna do with it. It's supposed to be a mixed use. I don't know what they're gonna do with it. They haven't started what they're gonna do with it. They still working on the decision on it, but I hope they do something with it, because it need to be done. It's just a thing that's been run down for years, and I'm glad he bought it, but I don't know what he's gonna do with it. I'm not for sure.
So was it closed prior to that?
Yeah, closed.
It's just been closed up.
Closed for years. I think it closed in 2016 or 17. I'm not for sure.
So it's just an eyesore.
Yeah, eyesore. It's sitting there, and stuff like that. We lucky we got investors who want to come buy properties like that, but we gotta make sure when it comes to zoning, we gotta make sure they're gonna do the right. They're gonna bring the right project to the area. It's gonna really benefit the area. So, and I want the community of District 5 to have a say so too. Like meet with the developer, meet with the person who purchased the land, and let them know, hey, what you gonna do with this area? And we don't need no apartments. So that multi-family use, no, we don't need that. We need something that's really gonna benefit the area. And like I said, we like grocery store in the area too. Only thing we got over there, we got Walmart, East Chase, but we have
And there's Sam's over there?
Albertsons,
Albertsons?
yeah, but Walmart and Sam's together. But this back in District 5, like you see how I travel far. That's the only main grocery store. And I believe when they was putting all these apartments up in the past, and they was using all the land use going to waste, and they eliminated any type of form of green space to put any type of grocery store in there. So for years, everybody been saying we need a grocery store, we need a grocery store in District 5, we need a grocery store. But land use is gone. We got a small percent of land use in District 5 to put any type of another grocery store in there. So I don't know. Hopefully we get a grocery store sometime soon. That's gonna be a major hill to climb because the land use over there is limited. It's limited in District 5. From off 30 and Cooks Lane, that's the only land I see over there. But it's not other. Our land use is gone in District 5. Not a lot of green space. District 5. It's crazy there. It's crazy, and like I said, we don't need no more multi-family use in District 5.
Well, you need to get the people to be involved with it, and the developers need to meet with the people and say, and y'all need to stand up and say, we don't want any more Section 8 apartments. No. That I'm not against affordable housing, but we already got apartment. I want anybody to go drive the Woodhaven area. I think it's over 25 apartment complexes, and they've been up there for years and years and years. And most of them run down too. They're run down.
So why would we bring another apartment complex and affordable housing to that area, and they'll be another eyesore to it? So I'm against that. I'm against that.
Yeah, they need to. And like you say, if that area is not cleaned up, developers are not going to want to build over there.
Especially crime rate is high. You see run down apartments as it is, so no developer want to come down there and spend that and try to spend that money down there and bring some form of good development
something
to
nice.
Yeah, they're not gonna do it. No, it's not gonna do it at all.
Y'all don't have bowling alley, movie theaters, nothing.
Movie theaters off East Chase. You see how try good. You see anybody from Woodhaven or Meadowbrook or Stop 6 still got to travel at least 15 minutes. Probably 10 to 15 minutes, depending on how you driving to East Chase. And that movie theater don't bring a lot of traffic anyways too. So.
Joseph says, y'all need to make and create a garden and vegetable growing community area.
Yeah, that's one. I believe one of.
I've seen those before.
Yeah, community gardens.
Yeah,
community gardens. I think Stop 6 has one. But I don't think like Meadowbrook or Hanley or Woodhaven and that don't have one. But I believe
y'all have the area for it? Do y'all have?
I believe we have the area for it. It's smaller areas. We can put a community garden in there. I think Community Frontline has a community garden in Stop 6, but that's my thing. I don't get. Everybody thinks when they think to east side, they always think to Stop 6. They don't think of other areas. But you got Meadowbrook, some parts of Meadowbrook. You got Hanley, you got Woodhaven, East Chase area. That is still considered district. And you got farther, I guess, east. Some parts of U-List as community interest as District 5. But when everybody thinks east side, they always think of Stop 6. Yeah, just Stop 6. Stop 6 not just the only area in District 5. And I believe they get most of the recognition. But it's other areas of District 5 that need to be getting more recognized and more have a say so too. And I believe we have land use to have a community garden, and that's well needed. Cause
and that gets the community involved. Yeah, that's what you're trying to do is get people get off work and they're scared that something's gonna hurt them or something, they go close their apartment door and they don't come out until they go to work tomorrow.
And I believe the city needs to form help with the funding or of more food banks. So that's another option too. But we don't have no healthy option over there. There's no healthy option. You see a lot of the fast food places over there. We have no healthy option over there in District 5. No healthy option. So it's crazy. We have no Whole Foods or no Central Market, nothing like that. And I believe we need another form of healthy option in District 5. So it's crazy. It's just mind blowing that, and it's been going on for years and years before Council Mayor Pro Tem Jean Bivens. So it's not her yet. She inherited them problems, but it's been going on before her. So
oh yeah, no, it's been run down for
years and years and years,
many years, and that shouldn't happen that way.
Yeah. So I don't know. I believe you gotta have multiple solutions for the problem because we inherit. If elected, whoever get elected, we inherit a lot of problems in District 5. A lot of problems. So people nobody really saying nothing about it, but we're hearing a lot of problems in District 5. So them issues got to be addressed head on and focus on and have a continuous of solutions for the issues.
What else would you like the voters to know?
I'm passionate about this, man. I'm passionate about the East Side. I'm passionate about District 5. If elected or not elected, I'm still be involved in my community no matter what and have a say so because I'm always advocating for my area. We face a lot of disparities in District 5, and everybody, when it comes to funding or getting any type of new development, everybody goes to District 3, everybody goes to District 7, District 4, and nobody trying to invest in District 5. And I believe we need that. We need somebody who really, any developer really invest in District 5. But we got to clean it up first. We got to clean it up. We got to clean up District 5. We got to clean it up. And if later, I'm gonna make sure we clean up District 5 and make sure we focus on our capital infrastructure and our have some form of community programs in District 5 and focus on our public safety. That's huge. We got other issues. You got taxes, people tax relief. You got other issues on the District 5, but and revitalize District 5. But I believe we can't. We got to really address the issues that's going on in District 5, from crime to capital infrastructure, and have more city funded programs and bring more resources. In District 5. We gotta have it. We have to have it no matter what.
Let me ask you something. You see every once in a while these athletes that has more money than law allows helping their area. Is there any that came out of District 5? Like I don't know where Ivy Suber, he went to White. I don't know if that's in 5.
I believe that's in 8. So,
but there has to be people,
I believe
either athletes or musicians, or you need to get somebody that's willing to put their name in there and say, "Hey, I'm going to help. I'll match this. I'll put this up if y'all can match this."
I believe we have some former athletes in District 5. I'm not for sure.
You might check on that. And,
I'm gonna do my research.
Reach out to them and say, "Hey, I need some help over here. You grew up in this area."
Yeah.
And y'all can form a deal where it's a nonprofit, and they can write it off there.
Right.
Gosh, their tax rate's got to be, those guys are making millions of dollars a year.
And we gotta if we do have any former athletes or former musicians, they gotta reinvest into the district because they
don't have to be athletes. They could be civic leaders or whatever. They need to give back.
And I believe we got to, as a city, as elected officials, we have a goal and obligation to reach out to them and make them feel like their voice is important too. Because you see most of these people from other cities, athletes, they try to reinvest back in their community or they just move away from their community. But you got to reach your hand out to them and give them and say, "Hey, we need your help."
It's you came out of the hood and you've done good and it's on your own ability, but we need you to give back.
Yes,
and you can write it off or whatever, or just from your heart.
Yes.
if they just lend their name to it, that stirs the pot.
Most definitely.
You know, they say, then the news channels go over there and say, hey, this athlete or this person, this entertainer or whatever, y'all need something to jumpstart that.
Jumpstart, yeah.
You know.
And it's past overdue too, so that needs to be done ASAP, like ASAP, because like I said, we just like.
You might just Google.
Yeah, I'm gonna find some athletes, former athletes in District 5. Who
what schools? You got Eastern Hills and you got Dunbar. I'm trying to think Dunbar.
Dunbar, I think Dunbar has some former athletes.
Oh yeah.
I believe they do. Who played in the NBA or played in the NFL? I believe.
Yeah.
So
I mean, if they don't donate money or something, just if their name is big enough where you can get Channel 5, 8, and 11 out there and get people talking about how can we make this district better.
Most definitely.
And that LTV Rise,
Right.
Paige Charbonnet,
Yeah.
she worked with public and private and made that thing happen.
Yeah.
And so, but you got to get people talking about it.
Yeah, you got to get people talking about it.
Get people behind it, and,
Yeah.
and these athletes and these people that have done well in business or whatever. I'm sure there's a bunch of them.
Yes,
that came out of.
Yeah, and probably it's currently probably business owners or just civil leaders or went to college, anything like that. But I believe we got to reach out to them, and you got to make them, not make them feel important, but make them feel like y'all, you grew up in this area, and we really need you to really invest in this area, and have that open dialogue with them. Have that open dialogue with them, and let them know, like, we need your help over here.
And then when you have these city town hall meetings or whatever, you have them show up, and the people are going to show up to see Emmitt Smith or Deion Sanders or whoever it is.
Yes, they got to, man. It's just, like I said, I don't know. I don't know why we lack the engagement, and just I don't know why.
Well, it might just need to jumpstart you contacting them.
Yes, sir.
You know, just saying, hey,
we
really could use your help. I'm not elected yet, but we need some help over here.
We definitely need it. All help we can get over here. It needs to be done.
And that gets the kids fired up. They're saying, hey, let's do this, and maybe you can start some people cleaning up areas at abandoned houses. Well, hey, we got lawnmowers. Let's go over and mow it ourselves.
Yes, sir.
You need to get city people behind it.
Yes, sir.
And I think you'll find people from other areas of town saying, hey, well, come over and lend a hand.
Yes, sir. I believe you can do that. And that's one of my goals, is having that, and it's really, I can say rebuilding the district, but uplifting the district, because I believe we have a black cloud over our district, and we need to bring some more sunshine to our area, because we always get overlooked. I don't know why we always get overlooked, and we lack the resources. But it's time to really rebuild a district and bring us back to I know the potential we have for that district. So.
Yeah, well, it's up to people like you to energize that. Say, hey, we don't have to put up with this, and City Hall's not the only place to go. We've got private people that have made good, and hey, guess what? It's time for you to give back.
Give back, yes sir, yes sir.
You know, that's the way with my bike drive. When I first started, I'd reach out to people and say, hey, you can't help us buy 50 bikes, $5,000. I mean, you're a millionaire. Well, what's the deal?
Yeah.
You know, we need some help over here.
Yeah, we definitely need it. It's needed. I mean, it's past due, and it's well needed. It's well needed.
And I know you're passionate about that area.
Yeah, really passionate about this.
Yeah, the lady just said she's appreciates your enthusiasm. All of Fort Worth needs this.
Yeah,
and it's true. We need to start working together as a community,
really.
And people that are in a little better shape needs to say, hey, we need to get a hold of Kenneth. Let's see how we can work together and come over and let's clean some of this stuff up.
It's needed, man. I mean, we are as a community and as a city, we gotta learn to work together no matter what.
Yes,
you got to. I don't care what area you're from, what district you're from, but we gotta learn to work together to make city of Fort Worth better than just moving forward, make it better, because it needs it. Man.
We're all human beings, and
we got to put our egos to the side.
Yeah,
put the egos to the side, and hey, we doing it for the residents and for the people.
For the kids.
Yeah, youth.
Kids.
Our youth. I'm always you like having kids. So I'm for sure. I know you. It needs to be done. It needs to be done no matter what. So
Yeah. Okay, Kenneth. Well, it's been a pleasure.
appreciate it, Larry, man. It's always a great opportunity to come on and speak on.
Well, we enjoy having you. I talk to Stacy Shores often. We talk about you. You're very involved in your community, and we appreciate it. We need more people.
Yeah.
Instead of saying, "Oh, we don't talk politics."
No, we got man. I'm telling you, I know people say federal and our state government, but our local government plays a huge role in our day-to-day lives with everything across the board. So we need more people, and like more people involved, more people engaged, and more people come down to city council meetings and let them know. So it need more involvement, and I believe as a city council representative, you gotta have that. Give people, give them transparency and let them know your voice matters. Your voice really matters.
Sure.
And getting more engaged, have more engagement, like more engagement with the people. You got to do that moving forward.
You got to, and we're all in it together, and
Yeah.
we've got a great community, and there's parts of our community that need to help. District 5 is one of them, and our politicians we need to start selling. We don't just need to sell South Side and the North Side. We need to sell the whole city.
Whole city, yes.
You know, and
Yes.
so we need to uplift that name they gave over there, Paige Charbonnet, LTV Rise. That's
Yeah.
and we need a program. Let's get behind it.
Got you, man. You got
Okay, you can't give money. Well, how about labor? Can you come
Yeah.
over and give us a couple of days labor? We're
Yes,
gonna
yes, sir.
clean up these neighborhoods this week.
It's needed. It's needed, man. It's just and if elected or not, I'm still be involved in my community.
Oh, I know you are.
Yeah, because it's just we can't let District 5 go down.
No, we
It's-
can't let any district go down.
You can't let it go down because we see all these underserved communities in the city of Fort Worth, and they're very underserved with resources and things like that and funding. But we really gotta uplift our areas.
Sure.
Uplift them and give them the resource that's needed to be done.
Yeah, put a smile on those kids'
Kids' face,
faces
yes, sir.
instead of, like you say, those convenience store where people are loitering and slinging dope. You don't need that. You got to get them out of there.
You gotta get them out of there.
The people got to say, "Hey, we don't want that around here."
So and that's needed. It's well needed tremendously.
And that's why some of our children, our youth in all areas, get off on the wrong track.
That's right. Yep.
They say, "Hey, well, if I go home, I don't have any money. I have to wait to eat. If I help sling this dope, I get some money and stuff." No, you need to tell them that's not the way.
No, it's not the way.
No, you need to work hard and make your community better.
Yes, it's well needed. It's well needed.
Okay, brother.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Larry.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Anything else you want to?
No, just man.
How can your website, Facebook, whatever?
My website is bowensfordistrict5.com. You visit my Facebook social media page is Ken Bowens for District 5. You can follow me on social media. Reach out to me. Go to my website. My phone number is on there. My personal phone number. So I just encourage everybody to get out and vote. Get out and vote next week. Early voting starts next Tuesday and it ends on Sunday. Then their election is May 3rd. So get out and vote. I don't care who you choose. Just get out and vote because we let a vote. We have low voting turnout in city elections. I don't know why it is, but just get out and vote. Do your research on your candidate and reach out to them personally and have that one-on-one time with them and get to know them and stuff like that. And at the end of the day, it's your choice who you choose to be your next city council representative. So, and I just encourage everybody to get out and vote. Get out and vote. Go vote. I don't care who you vote for. Just get out and vote. I encourage them to get out and vote. So.
Okay, brother. Let me end that.